Hello there, I am Man in Yellow and welcome back to the Road to Some of Our Fears for Arena series. The daily reset just happened now, so I'm just going to be playing some more. I don't think I will really get this high five quest done, but I can't be bothered to switch it over to mobile just to reroll this. We also got a Monster Phobies with Razormouth quest. I don't know how likely that is to happen, but I do like Razormouth cards, so I will just keep that around until it happens. And we will probably get another pack this episode. I think I'll just play 4 or 5 matches. So this will be a bit of a longer one. And we got an instant queue, so probably not someone like way over leveled here. Or way over ranked, I should say. They can still be high level, of course. I'm not sure if Gravedigger is actually correct turn 1. It could be double 1 key into Gravedigger is better. That could very well be. I just like getting the ability up again as fast as possible because you can do so many things with it. Okay, snowball counter opener. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. Take this point. What do I want here? Preferably just some 1 keys, but I have to place one out here if I do that. This is to like force them away from the bottom point here. That's the idea with this play, and it also gives me enough keys for a Snappy or Gin Sting or whatever I want to bring. Maybe it should have been a Bachelor just because that's annoying for him, but it's not really even that annoying, so maybe not. Should I sacrifice something to take this? Probably not. I can't really defend it well right now. So it seems better to just do this. I'm not actually threatening this right now, but I'm just being annoying. They can hit my Gravedigger with Jar Cannon, so I should do this instead. They probably wouldn't ever do that, but I'm just gonna make sure they can't be annoying that way. Worth noting that we might be able to block them out here, depending on what they do. They can of course Gravedigger one of these blocks if I do that, but it's not that big a deal. Like I could do this right now. I think that's pretty good. They Gravedigger this block, then they could maybe Henrietta me, which would be a bit annoying. But outside of that, nothing's too bad. I shouldn't line these up in any way. I don't think. Do this kind of thing. We're just not gonna fight for the top point right now. I probably summon Bomangles also. Then we bank next turn. Sacrifice a 1 key. Maybe go Klepto or Erratic. Goon is a very strong phobia, by the way. This is a very good rare to get. Okay, they're just hitting me once with a lover. That's definitely better than trying like Gravedigger, Henrietta or something weird like that. Which they also could have done, in theory. I kind of want the Razormouth up here, but I also don't want to take the line attack damage on it, so it's a little bit odd to do. Guess I'll just keep it down here. I can actually walk up and hit this right now, if they don't bring anything else. Which is fantastic, because the line attack won't be able to target the Snappy from the stim pad if it just sits here. So I might do that, depending on what they do here. Okay, now I won't do that, I don't think. Because I would get hit by this, which would be very bad. But let's just not. I'm going to do something like this, right? There's no good line attacks here for them. This can't hit. I mean, they can do the line attack here, but that's not good at all. So this is fine. I'm just holding panic point control right now. They're going to start moving out like with all of these turrets now though, so it's probably going to be hard to hold the control completely. We can hit this with the Klepto. But then we have to set this like way back, which I don't really like. Otherwise I get line attacked. Could also just hit this really hard, actually. Maybe that's correct. Should I just try that? Just hit this on this turn? This is very aggressive, but I think it's okay to be very aggressive right now in this situation. I think I'm going to break this block and bring the Razor Mouth down here to the bottom. This is perhaps over aggressive even. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. Important thing here is that I have complete panic point control. So they are in a pretty weird position where they both want to take points back, but they also want to not die. Which is not that easy of a thing to do here. They basically have to block me with the Goon, which of course they can do, and they can line attack through here. But then I get a lot of AoE damage. So I'm not that unhappy with that. Oh, they're just killing the Gravedigger. That's fair. I used the line attack. I guess we can do this kind of thing. Hit that once. Hit here. Hit here. Is this dead? I don't think it is. Nope. The snowball dies though, right? Yeah, it does. Maybe we just hit once with this actually. We'll get locked over, but they only have these three. And we are going to have more phobies. This maybe? I hate going for 4 keys, but I think it's correct here. Is Primate right, or is one of these two better? I think Sheep is good in this situation, actually. And then we bring this in here, just to have a Jackalope we can flop around with. The Snabby is in a very good position up here. It holds the point, it can hit them if they try and go up here. It's scary because it can hit the heart. There's like very good things for it. We also get to AoE splash on the Unbearable if it moves in here. So this is very rough for them. I'd say this game is over, to be honest. I don't think they can come back from this. Pretty sure they're just dead. Because I get AoE splash on the heart, I can hit with this, I can take the point. Then they just die. And they can't... I mean, I guess they could have blocked me, actually. They could have put the flail in front. Still don't think that would be enough, but it would give them another turn. Would it even have been enough? No, they would still have been dead. It doesn't matter what they did here. Just a bit too slow from them. Okay, I was about to say, if the time went much longer than that, then I would have, what's it called, reset it. Was this the very high level guy? I think it might be the high level guy. I feel like I saw this name before. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yep, this is the very, very high level guy. Guess I just do something like this still. Same kind of game plan as before. Even though it's going to be a lot harder to execute against level 15s. Load. That's a interesting choice for right now. They're just going to walk up and use the ability here. Wonder if that's what they're planning. I wish I had a spot to put here. That would be extremely annoying for them, but I do not. I think it's just this, right? Could actually just be this also. I think that's better. Force them to up the tempo here instead of bank. I think they also have a level 17 Noxious, so that might be what they're banking for here with the 5 keys. If I remember right. It was just a couple matches ago, like an hour ago, that I faced this guy. Double move over here. I'm just going to deal 3 damage to that then though. Oh, they're going for that. Full electrical. Am I forced to just run away with this? How much damage is that? I'm definitely forced to just run away with it, right? Because they can still jar cannon and all sorts of other stuff. Snowball, whatever. Which also means my cowbell is going to die for free. I guess I can actually hit this, so it's not entirely for free. Or anything like that, but almost for free. Guess we can call it. Maybe I should have just hit there hard. Said who cares. Could kill the bachelor here. Hit it with this, use the AoE. Then it dies. It's probably what they're doing. Using this. The only bad thing here is I don't have a honey bear or something to remove these lava tiles, otherwise I could go in on that. But I don't really have the tools to do that here. They should definitely do that play, just kill the bachelor for free. I wonder if they will though. The pull is a little bit scary looking. So maybe they won't, they'll just sit here. That is actually better for me, I think. I don't think I'm supposed to hit this, right? I'm definitely not supposed to hit that with the... Am I? I can get snowballed if I don't. I think I'm supposed to hit it, actually. Never mind. If I don't do that, my Ginsting probably just gets snowballed and then I would lose the game, I'm pretty sure. Snappy is great because it can run directly into these two with no fear, pretty much. Even though they are over leveled, so it will still hurt. But it can like walk in there without dying, which none of my other phobies are really able to do right now. Did they disconnect or something? They're not playing. Maybe they got disconnected. Nope, they're just... Maybe they have bad internet or maybe they're playing slow, I'm not sure. That's definitely not what they wanted to do. That's very clear. I think. I have to sit on lava, but it's fine. We are okay with that. Get this guy in here. Or is a sheep better, actually? No, sheep's definitely not better. This can jump on the opponent's heart, which is why it's much better. Guess they just lost to bad internet connection this time. What are those doing in the corner? Giving up? Yep. This is not just lethal. I think it is, right? Yeah, it is. That doesn't really count though, because they got disconnected. I can't say that I beat them, even though I probably would have with that setup, I think. That was pretty hard for them to play, because of the snappy coming in a bit. I think that was the same player, right? Caffeine and caffeine, yeah it is. I think I could have still won this, I just didn't play it right. Also, they are, again, like 500 to 600 points above me. Why am I getting these players as my matchups? It's like such bad game design to put new players up against that. Or newer. Probably a completely new player maybe wouldn't be at this rank, obviously, but you get what I mean. It's still a bad thing. Okay, so we can't do the unicorn 1 key because we do not have a unicorn. So what do we do instead? Double 1 key into a snappy, maybe? I think that's the best thing I can do here. This still puts a little bit of pressure on them, but not really. But it does allow me to go snappy into both angles, which is very nice. Big fan of doing that. Could also go Ginsting, but I don't really like going for a lot of fast phobies on this. Usually I think it's better to go for just the slow ones and then have a playmaker, but I don't really have a playmaker phobie. So I can't do that. Isn't that very high level? No, it's not. Just level 12. It's fine. Big bank to 6. Like this, maybe? Probably something like this. Defends well enough. Might have been better to go for Bowmankles first, just because it's higher power. But this is still enough to two-hit it. There's an Erratic, which is kind of expected when people start banking to 6 still. 11 and 12. Does that mean I sacrifice the cowbell? Maybe it does. We're certainly going to hold this. I don't think they'll move up here. They might move down here, which I can't really do much about. I don't have anything that's that good to counter them here. I think I'm just going to bang for sheep. And then see what they do. They might walk up and hit me, but then I would just hit them and move back. And I would have healed. And also my unit is both tankier and lower cost. So that, I think that's fine. And if they put the Razor Mouth in there, then I might just try and full fight them. They do put the Razor Mouth in here. Probably not full fight though. Probably take this point. Put the cowbell down here. Can't really put anything in front of it. I don't have like a heavy or anything. That is a Gesundheit here. Also. I think I'll just do something like this. Bring the sheep in here. They can't kill it from here. This can't even move towards it right now. I think that's pretty good. And then I'll throw a Bachelor in. Just to spend my keys here. Have slightly more power. Can also be pretty annoying with pulling in phobies and stuff. Does the Gesundheit one-shot that Bachelor, by the way? Yeah, it does. Very easily. Almost one-shots my Razor Mouth, actually. At level 12. Because it does have 500 at level 1. So... I still want to kill this cowbell, I think. Yeah. This is a very weird way of doing it, though. I feel. So, are they going to try and block it? They put a 1 key here. Or a 2 thing, whatever. That might be what they're doing. Yeah, the K9000. Makes sense. I don't think I can punch through that, can I? With any of this. It's not gonna be enough, I'm pretty sure. They are over-leveled and I don't have any real way of damaging over either. Right, I could only jar cannon it. There's definitely no way that I do that. I guess I just do something like this. Maybe even hit here. And we want the Bachelor to sit next to them still, I think. And then I'm gonna bring a bow behind here. Something like this. Now if they AoE, they get pulled in, and I can very easily kill it. And if they kill the Bachelor, they will be pulled out. So the Bachelor is pretty fun here. The less fun thing is that I didn't get to poison this, so they can probably win the fight now since I'm so damaged and they're not. Oh, they're going all in, it seems. Is that killing my Bachelor? I would imagine that's maybe what they're doing, but that seems not that good. They can kill the Snappy if they do all of this, but then they will be hit by a massive AoE from the sheep if they go all in. I think they should go all in, maybe. But also it seems very scary to do, so maybe not. Am I supposed to AoE with the sheep up here? I think I am, actually. Even though it means I'm not saving it for the stabby. I think this is just correct. Oh, that was the wrong hit. The snappy. I have to hit the murder wing. I want to put this up here and then hit the Gesundheit. That's not enough damage. Never mind then. What do we do in that case? I think I just have to go up here and kill still then. Which means this is getting sacrificed in a bad way. Or I'm not killing this, actually. But I have to hit stuff. Should have moved this forward, but it's fine. I can't kill the murder wing, which means my sheep is dead. And then this is probably game over. There's not really any way of playing here, I'm pretty sure. Sheep is definitely very dead. And I can't really beat the erratic. Now I'm also getting blocked by Hafi. And this is living. This is a very bad spot for me. I'm pretty obviously game over here. But again, like, there's a level difference. That's often what's gonna happen then. Okay, they're blocking for that even. Can still kill it, but it's not good for me. Or whatever you want to say. Let's say I go... Don't really want to go Klep, so it's probably a Ginsting angle then. Go Ginsting here. Get the AoE on that. Hit this. Killing this is so hard to do. Because I didn't move this out. Bringing a Jar Cannon is also just doomed. But I have to move this back though. Maybe I move this forward and I just sacrifice it. Is that really the right play here? I think it is. Just get rid of the snappy because it's in a very bad spot. And it's basically dead anyway. And let's see what they do. Really, they're moving all up there. I guess they can do that though. There's no real downside to doing that for them here. I think I have to bring my own erratic to try and do all that. Or maybe I Boo Fairy it. That just doesn't sound like a thing that can win. Boo Fairy is terrible. I think it's just my own erratic. And hope it's enough. Maybe I even move this all the way up here. That way they can't really splash on it down here. They're probably just going to move in and kill this though. In which case this should be here. I think they just kill these two. They should probably have done that, but I think it doesn't matter. They're probably still going to win this very easily from this position. I mean, this just dies if I do this, though. Should probably just get the hit in here. Do something like this. I can still kill this. Is the problem. And kill whatever I put out here. Unless I do all of this. But then I'm just not protecting anything really. So that can't happen either. Like this maybe? I think I'm just dead. No matter what I do. They would have to like majorly screw up here to lose. Also, it's actually better to reverse the position of these two now that I think about it. Very slightly better. But, whatever. Maybe the sheep just wasn't the right choice there. I could have gone Gralien instead, and maybe tried to pull the erratic. I don't know if that would have been better. It's also just hard to play on this map when you are not at the same level. Really? I don't think they want to do this. This is looking like a bad play. Okay. They swapped it around. They could walk up and hit with this, but then they have to hit with the... what's it called? The Inoculus from down here, and they have to move in with the erratic to this point. That is the way they can make this play work. And also move forward with this, I guess. They definitely should not be placing the Inoculus behind the... what's it called? Home angles, though. I don't think that's correct. I get to heal so much from them doing this. I mean, I'm still going to lose my erratic, I'm pretty sure. But still. I can't even really stop this, right? 900. Could put this in front. Then this doesn't die. But then I can't kill this, really. Anyway. I think I'm just dead, but I'm just gonna see if they somehow screw it up. They just refuse to let this get poisoned. Okay, no, they don't. That would have been very bad for them if they did. Refuse to let it get poisoned here. I can't kill this. I would have been able to on even levels, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I would have been slightly off even then. But they hit this once, and then this once, and then I hit twice, and then I'm dead, right? I think so. Is there any alternative play if I just double hit here? That's also just death if I do that, right? Yeah, it is. I can't make that work either. This is the better play, but I'm still dead, even with this play. If they had stayed back with the erratic, I think I could have won. But they chose not to do that, which is good for them, I guess. They could also just kill my erratic here, which is enough. because this gets one hit anytime they touch it. So now they have full health and the poison is not going to be nearly enough ever. Maybe the sheep was a mistake, I don't know. But I also feel like it's hard to kill this any other way. The Gralien is also hard to do, and then I'm trading a 7 key for a 6 key. Just because I don't have a real answer to it, which is also not very good. So, it's like similarly bad. Do we have any more packs coming up in this, by the way? Oh, one down here, but that's a pretty long way from here. One more here. I'm not gonna get all the way down there, I don't think. It's too hard to do. Even though it would be great to make it to the end of the event, because then I get jar cannon cards. Is this a double turret time? It might be. I think it's start out with a couple 1 keys. Probably doesn't even prevent the snowball to the top here if they have levels on me. But I'm still just gonna do that. Gravedigger. That tells me they are also going to be playing some form of turret-based strategy, most likely. Should I play aggressive though? I feel like it's hard when they are level 15 to do here. Would be hard to pull off because I can't really set up a good kill on this turn. If I could set up a kill while taking the middle point, which I very easily would be able to with even levels, then I could like take this point and place some phobies around, and this wouldn't be able to walk up and kill it with snowball. But since we can't do that, I'm just not going to bother with this stuff. Guess I could have kept the Razor Mouth up here. Gonzo. Maybe I just sacrifice a 1 key for this now, since they don't have any 1 keys out here. Put this behind. Again, though, I can't kill their Gravedigger if I do it this way. I think it might be a Murderwing turn, actually. Do I put this here or up here? Does it matter? Not really. It's probably better up there. It's a bit more safe. Also prevents them from just sitting 1 tile back. I'm guessing they just either jar or snowball here. Get rid of that, and then they move back with this. Hope is that they walk up with it, but they're not gonna do that, obviously. I'm assuming that they kill this with a jar then. And they're also blocking, so the jar makes sense. What? Okay, I guess they're not doing anything. Don't play the game, maybe. And now the Razor Mouth would have looked a lot better down here. But then they wouldn't have made that play, they would have just sat back there, I think. So that wouldn't really have worked out. I guess I just do this. I have to keep the Murderwing safe from the Gravedigger actually, because they can buff it. So I guess we place it up here where the Razor Mouth was. But then I don't defend the bottom very well. Maybe it's like this. And then a turret behind. They can kill this right now though. The Razor Mouth is probably in the incorrect position, but if they want to use the buff just to kill Razor Mouth, then that's probably good to me, because they would also be forced to bring a jar cannon then, or a snowball, towards the cowbell. So I think that's fine. I'm assuming they take a point here. Nope, just a Hematic. That is very scary. That is a big, big phobia with a Gonzo Bonzo AoE combo. That AoE combo can almost kill my 1-keys through just with the AoE, which is pretty crazy. Actually, its ability 1 hits my Razor Mouth. Didn't even really notice that. That is pretty wild. What do I even go for here? Is this maybe? Place one of these behind. This Hematic is going to absolutely like just blow me up though. Looks like they are fighting against this now. Where's the Hematic going here? Or maybe they're just hitting with this to lower my health a bit. Okay, they're just hitting to get a bit of damage in. And then there's a tick. I don't know if I'll be able to hard rush here. Can we kill this Gonzo? No, not really. Guess I'm forced to just hit it once. Move this down here. Move this a bit back. Then the Murderwing has to hide from this. So it has to sit all the way back here. And this also has to hide, because this also gets one hit by pretty much everything. But don't they just kill my... Well, I think they just kill this if I do this. Unfortunately. There isn't really anything good I can do here. I have to just deal a little bit of damage to them and try to run away. This is just dead though, because they deal so much damage. They should just AoE this thing. Well, I guess they can AoE with the tick to kill it. And then they jar. Really, they're choosing not to kill the Razor Mouth, because they don't want to bring jar cannon. That is probably a mistake, I would say. Boom. That makes sense. I can't kill it here. So, makes a lot of sense in that position then. Definitely have to kill this. Block them a bit with this, maybe. Then hit here. Hitting the Gonzo is probably a better thing to do than the Hematic. Doesn't Gator just die? Yes, it does. I can't even go for my tank. Guess I can go for this up here. That's a really weird play, but I think that's the best I can do right now. Just want a giant phobie that can maybe fight back a little bit. It looks scary, so maybe they back off. Probably not. If they like moved all of their phobies away from the heart, maybe I could run at the heart with this, but it's always going to die if I try and do that. Okay, they're just killing my Murder Wing. That makes a lot of sense to do here. You do get some AoE healing from this attack with the high five. The high five is never making it to the heart though, I don't think. And I'm also getting sheeped right now. Does this just die? 5, 10, 15, 20, and then a bit. I think this might just be dead. Because they also have a bit more than that actually. And there's no real way I can prevent it. I think my high five just dies because I'm that underleveled. Isn't this just dead? Yes, it is. It's just straight up dead. I mean, their phobies were just way stronger than mine. I have a level 3 high five on the board. They have level 15s. So, that's not playable. They actually didn't play well here either, by the way. They gave up too many panic points. I could have maybe hard rushed them if they like played slightly worse, or if I had some other path. Obviously did not happen here though. Anytime I see level 15s on this account, it's going to be a loss pretty much. That's just a little bit too much to overcome. If they have like stress level 80 or 90 and I'm at 14. And their phobia quality is also just much better. Hematic, Ginsting, Gonzo, Tick. They should be some of all fierce with this stuff. They're not even Doomsday, which is pretty crazy. Let's see what we get from this scary pack. Probably not anything new, but we could get something new if we're lucky. Flesh Crawler. That's nice, actually. That's a good phobia. We like seeing that. I can even upgrade it, can't I? How far away am I? 19 out of 22, so I can upgrade it once. Which I believe I will do here. I might even be able to play on large maps when I get a couple more cards from that, actually. That would be possible, I think. Because I can use this as a big win condition for large maps. Anyway, though, I think that was 5 matches, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they were level 5. Oh no, that was the async match. So it's 4 matches for this video, which is also fine. 2 wins, 2 losses. That's okay. Wait, they were Doomsday. Is the map like based on the lowest level player? I feel like it wasn't. Maybe I'm misremembering. 2,900, that's almost Summerfall Fierce though. But yeah, like level 90. They're almost the same level as my main account, by the way. They should be like, this should be 3,400 right now, if they're even playing somewhat actively. So they're still, it's a bit of a weird pairing still. 600 points under. But I obviously couldn't win that. There's just like no way of winning if you're that behind in stats. And the opponent doesn't bring terrible phobias. But I will see you guys in the next video. And thanks for watching. Bye.